Welcome, Forex traders. Welcome to my live day trading room. This is where I day trade, and as you may know, I am currently not swing trading. And the main two reasons for that is because we're sitting through a drawdown, so I put it into a observational status right now. This is the season where I've noticed through my back testing that it kind of goes like one direction and doesn't really obey those pivots. So there's a couple of times a year where it doesn't follow the pivots quite properly as far as the weekly pivot points go. And the other reason why is because I'm doing a challenge right now for CTI. I'm aspiring to be a prop trader for them, and they're a prop firm. But anyways. I want to direct you on over to my new site where you can link up your MT4 and I'll day trade your MT4 account. So you don't even need to send me the money, you just keep it within your own broker. And then you basically pair your MT4 with mine and you can turn it off, turn it on. You can adjust the settings, your risk settings. You have full control over your account. But this is basically, it's called Trade Copier. So if you're interested in doing that, you just click on the Manage tab here. I have a little tutorial right in here on how to do it. And just click the Sign Me Up button right here. And a couple of brokers to choose from. You can choose any broker. Make sure that you do your due diligence with the broker. But as long as it has an MT4 platform, it allows hedging. And I'd say nothing less than $1,000 in your account to make it worthwhile. I'd probably even do maybe $2,000 or $3,000 at the minimum to make it worthwhile. Let's go ahead and take it into my day trading stats now. And this is my equity curve right here. I started off from scratch with you folks here on YouTube since I've been doing this YouTube channel for a few months now. So these are all my stats since I've been taking these trades here with you. I don't take a single trade without recording it and posting it on my channel. So if you have your system or your MT4 traded by me and you want to see why I took certain trades that day, you just tune into my channel and I post those daily updates and you can see why I took those trades. But this is the current status right now. About 18% profit in the past couple of months, about 2.5 months, 18% profit. So this is just the day trading portion. Also, I had another question on why my account balance is so small. Is because it's a psychological thing. One of the hurdles I had to get through. My trading, my entries were really good. My exits were good. My money management was really good. But once I started to increase the amount of my account, I started to hesitate and do all these little funky little things that kind of held me back or gave me some, I missed a lot of good trades because of that. So what I did was I hooked up my my large account with my Trade Copier with this account, using that Trade Copier, and it works out great because here I'm only dealing with the micro account and I trade my larger accounts with the Trade Copier. So that's a great way for me to cross that hurdle, that psychological hurdle. And we all got a certain hurdle when it comes to trading. All pros that have been trading for a long time, 10, 15 years or so, they all had a certain hurdle they had to cross that held them back. A lot of people quit because they don't know how to cross that hurdle. And it's okay to have you just need to identify what that hurdle is. And what I was luckily able to do was identify what my main hurdle to cross, what my problem was, and it was just psychological. And so there's an easy fix, just get the Trade Copier, and I haven't had a problem since. So, but if you are interested in how I trade, let's go. Okay, it is Monday, the 18th of January, 2021 at 5:40 a.m. So we are about 20 minutes away from the New York Open. It is a holiday, so I'm not expecting a whole lot. And let's go ahead and take this on into the full pivots and see what we have here so far. Okay, so going right down from left to right. Let's see here. my pen out. Okay, so from left to right, this is my day trading chart. So this is the daily pivots on top of the weekly pivots. I'm below the M2 here on my pound yen. So currently I don't have any trade setups. If we start to show a bounce on this, and then I have my central pivot up over here for tomorrow, then this may be a potential trade. But currently right now it's sitting in bearish posture. Here on the pound US dollar, I do have a little bit of bounce right now on the M2, and my daily central pivot is way up here, so I'm looking at maybe tomorrow for a possible long on that. Taking a look here at the Aussie yen, we're sliding right below the M2. Same here with the Aussie dollar, sliding right below the M2. And getting the slide also for the CAD. M2 sliding below. This is Bitcoin right here. This is a little bit of a gap. This is like a CME's gap right in here. I want to take it on over to take a look at Bitcoin on my other broker, which trades during the weekends, that has the pivots. So we'll take a look at that here in a second. As far as Euro Yen, same story. Getting congruency kind of across the board. The only thing that's not congruent is the pound US dollar. We're sitting above the M2, but yeah, we're below the M2 also on the Euro Yen. And here we go, the Euro USD sliding. This is the season. It is the season, so this is going to be setting up for a larger up move later on, maybe in the beginning of next quarter. So, but we're going to have a little bit of we're still going to have some trades coming in. It's just not going to be as many as because we're kind of going through the drawback phase. So which is fine with me. We can't just go straight up. We've been going straight up now for about the past 9 months. Okay, so anyways, that's where we're at right now. So I'm going to be doing a time lapse on that. So let's do the time lapse on my dark charts. So we'll do the time lapse there. But first, before we do that, let's take it on over to my Bitcoin. This is traded on the weekends here. Day trade full pivots. The link is below to the brokers that I use. The one that trades on the weekends is the U.S. broker, and anybody can use that broker. Okay, so let's go ahead and mark this off here. Okay, so that's what we're looking at for. No, wait, wrong. Sorry. You know what? I still used the wrong one. This is, yeah, here we go. This is the correct one. This is the one that, see, I keep flipping it. I changed around all my tools, so it's kind of messing me up right now. Okay, here we go. This is my pivot for today. All right. So there we go. We had the breakout and the retest and the up. A little bit of a pre-London breakout, but these I went back because I had that happen to me on the Australian the other day, and on Friday or Thursday. Oh no, it was actually Wednesday. I had a pre-London breakout. So if we had been going down for the Asian session, and then we had a little bit of a front run on the London, I'm going to start using that, and then take it on the retest for the up. So that's what I have right now for now. I do also have now. I remember I said that Bitcoin loves to trade in chart patterns. So we do have this this wedge or this triangle forming right now on Bitcoin, and it's just gonna look something a little bit like this right here. You can see multiple touches on it. Now Bitcoin loves to go in these patterns, so this is more of a precise pattern here. I had this right here drawn right here, but I've known before from the past that Bitcoin likes to put in these little bit smaller triangles within a larger triangle, and usually that's the fake out triangle. So this is the real one right here that I'm using. Also, to keep in mind here, I don't like to trade against the trend. So right now Bitcoin is trending up. We are running right into this 21. We keep throwing wicks right on it. So as long as I'm up above that 21 and closing and holding above that 21, I'm not looking for shorts unless this triangle gets really tight and we get a breakout with lots of volume, and I can tell the volume. I don't need these spike volume charts down here. I can tell by the way that price moves that it's a volume breakout. I would much rather this break out to the upside because I would like to follow the trend on this. All right, well, so that, let's go ahead and flip back on over, and what I'm just going to do is a time lapse. Let's take this on over to the dark charts here. And I'll pop in every now and then. All right, it is 7:34 p.m. on the 18th of January 21. So we are 4 hours and 34 minutes after the New York session, well into the Tokyo session, and I didn't have any trade setups, so I took off for a little bit, and I knew I had a window of time to take care of a lot of things. I've been busy trading for the past several weeks, so in times like this when I don't have setups is when I take care of everything. But it does look like things are starting to come back into our zones, so we do have some trade setups, and let's go through them here real quick. I do have the bounce right here at the M2, and I do have my pivot zone right in here. So if I do have price come back in here, then we would be looking for the bounce, for it to come up and bounce, and it would be taken out the central pivot. So that's something I need to place a alert for, and I'll be awake this London session for that. Okay, so going into the Australian, here's my setup, and my central pivot is below the M2, so that's probably going to be something more like tomorrow. And same thing here with the Euro USD. My central pivot is below the M2, so possibly tomorrow. Same thing right here with the Euro Yen. My central pivot for the day is below my weekly M2. CAD central pivot for the day is below the weekly M2. Everything is very much dictated by the yen. They all look like a very similar move. So yeah, my daily central is below the M2. And here we go. The pound, both the pounds are a little bit different. So I did get the head fake. This is the head fake right here below the weekly M2, and my daily central pivot is above the weekly M2. So that's why I have both of those highlighted. I have this in here. This zone in here is highlighted, and this zone in here is highlighted. So those are my in play. So what I do need is for price to come down and up and through and bounce. Same thing here, down, up, bounce, buy. Everything else is going to be more for what's today? So Tuesday. So Wednesday. Everything else is gearing up for Wednesday. Okay, that's my update. I'll put you back on my time lapse. Good morning. We had London open 37 minutes ago. It's 1:37 a.m. on the 19th of January 2021. Taking a look here. Oh, I want to show you Ethereum is about to break an all-time high. There we go. Right up in here. It's its all-time high. Right there. I will bring that to you live. We brought in Bitcoin. When Bitcoin broke its all-time high, we brought that to you live. Taking a quick look here at Bitcoin as well. I have Bitcoin in here in the 15-minute chart. Remember, I love those chart patterns on Bitcoin. Not in Forex, but Bitcoin especially. Got it in its little wedgie. This is trading from the weekend data. And we also have it stuck in this as well. I have my alerts set. So this is the higher time frame. This is the 1 hour chart. And this is what I have it on the 15-minute chart right here. This little wedgie. Alright, so we'll be watching that. Also, we've been respecting this 21 on the daily. So we had another bounce off the 21. Let's take a look here at the full pivot charts. Alright, beautiful. Have a trade set up. And this is my pivot points here for the day. So either come down here and do one of these today, or we'll have a nice setup tomorrow. Same thing here on the pound yen. We'll see if we can get one of those, or we'll have a setup for tomorrow. And these other guys is all going to be a tomorrow setup. This is tomorrow's pivot point here, tomorrow's pivot point here, tomorrow's, and tomorrow I mean by the end of today at the New York close. You know, one thing I'm seeing here in the charts is the Australian. We have a down and a double top right at the take profit zone, and it looks like we're breaking that double top right now to the downside. So this is a counter trend setup within the trend. For a short, I'm not taking it. That's not within my trade plan. But this is definitely what the bears are looking at right now, and you can kind of see a little bit of congruency. Let's see, CAD yen didn't quite reach its aggressive take profit, but it's doing the same thing, and same thing here with the Australian dollar. Didn't quite reach its aggressive target. This one here is the most likely to fall because it reached the aggressive target right at the London Open, double top within a downtrend. So we're going to keep an eye on that one. I will be doing, you know, these don't happen too often, but they do. When they do, they set up for a really nice trade. And but I need stats to back it up, so I will be going through and for the past few years and collecting data for it, and see if I can gather some nice stats to back up a nice counter trend trade like that. I say it's counter trend trade because it's counter trend to this right here, but that it's actually with this trend. So trends within trends. Okay, I am getting an alert from Ethereum, and this is the all-time high. Let's go ahead and stretch this out here. So we are actually 80 cents away from the all-time high. The all-time high is at 14.20, so now we're about $1.80 away. Hey, there we go. We just got an all-time high for Ethereum. Some volume starting to pick up. We're at 1423. $14.28. $14.30. $14.32. $14.35. So it's 4:57 a.m. and we're about to get this hourly candle close here in a couple of minutes. Let's watch it, see if it closes above the 1420 mark, which is the all-time high. That would be quite bullish. All right, we're at 4:59, so less than a minute. We're 15 seconds away. In 5 seconds. There it is, new candle. Okay, we got the hourly candle close above the all-time high. Take a look at Bitcoin here within its patterns. It's 11:57 a.m. So almost noon o'clock, and showing a Bitcoin breakout to the downside of this wedge. And in a couple of minutes it will be confirmed and I think the target on this should probably be the bottom right here at the bottom of this triangle. All right, it's 2 p.m. on Tuesday, the 19th of January, 2021. Let's go ahead and take a look at the full pivot charts. We have New York close here in less than an hour. All right, and so what we have is I have setups on virtually everything. So yeah, I'm gonna have to half my lot size just because it's the responsible thing to do. If all the yens turn against me and all the dollars turn against me, it would be a pretty big drawdown in just one trading day. So I'm going to be setting all of my trades the way I normally do, and that's going to be, since they all hit daily profit target, it's going to be right in the middle of the pivot points, right in the middle, here, oh, that's Bitcoin in here, but they're just going to be half lot size. And you know, if the yen or the dollar turns against me, those of you who are signed up to have your accounts traded with my MT4 would be pretty upset with me. So, and that would be pretty damaging all in one day to have, you know, a big drawdown like that. So, I am going to. It's not too often I have every single pair have a trade set up. So, I will be looking at doing half lot size, and let's go back onto my dark charts because it's a little bit easier to see where my pivots are at. I'm looking to front run, and right now the ones that may be set up is the CAD yen. The CAD yen, if I get like a little down move right here, and also the Australians. If I get a little bit of a down move right here, I'll be able to front run that. Yeah, maybe the pound, if the pound move, if it can move down. But I think the euros are just too far away. So I will be keeping a very close eye on that. And if I do get a front run, I will push the record button. Okay, so it's 2:59. We have about 30 seconds remaining until the end of the New York. As soon as we get lock and all these new daily pivots, I'll go ahead and place my pending orders. The spreads are starting to widen. All right, we have lock. Go ahead and place some. This one here. We'll find homes for all the stops and take profits here shortly. This one has a little bit wider spread. Okay, let's go ahead and flip on over to the full pivot chart. I'm gonna have to take a look here at this. Let's go to pound dollar. That's an R3. Okay, let's go back on over full pivots. Yeah, this one's going to be an R3. Okay. Got that one done. All right, next up is going to be my Aussie dollar. One's going to be an M5. Okay. Very good. And up next is going to be my euro. Alright, let's drop the stop right below my support. And this seems to be, let's go ahead and take a look at the euro. I think that should be the appropriate level, euro USD. Oh yeah, that's appropriate. Okay, got done with the dollar pairs. All right, let's head on over to the yens. I know for a fact that the profit target is going to be the typical profit target on these ones because they moved quite a bit today. Oh, you know what? The entry will be below the M2 on that one. We're gonna have to hold off on this because the entry would be below the M2. We would have to, in fact, I would need price to come down and then up, and then we'd take it at the central pivot. So that's something we're going to have to watch. This is the new trade setup, so and the entry would be below. So that's a no-go on that one. That's the only one that looks like there's a no-go. This one's fine. Didn't notice that until I opened it up. Okay. And the last one is the euro yen. Okay, there we go. We got those all in place. Double check all my stops. Okay, there we go. We got that all set. I'm going to go ahead and end this video where it's at right now. And I want you to not miss the next episode because we're going to see exactly where all these trades go from here. We'll see you then.